All right, guys, it's time for a pick a card. Tonight, the question is, do I have a chance with my ex? Do I have a chance with my ex? Card number 1 is Justice. We have the Justice card. Uh-oh, I'm dropping shit. Card number 2, we have the Four of Wands. Keep in mind, I have not looked within. I've not looked inside. I pick the cards and don't check them out. Card number 3, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups. So your choices again are card number 1, Justice. Card number 2, Four of Wands. And card number 3, King of Cups. So I'll move card number 2 and card number 3 out of the way and we can get started. Card number 1, if you chose Justice, let's see what you have here. You have the Justice card. You have Temperance. Looking good, looking good. You have 2 cards that popped out from this deck. You have the Two of Wands. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. We'll just leave that right there. And you have your Oracle card, You Are Being Shady, and I will read the back of that at the end. So, question again is, do I have a chance with my ex? All right, so let's break this down. If you chose card number 1, which was the Justice card, just overall looking at these cards, I have yes and no. Reason why is sensing here that there was an issue. You could have been dealing with someone, first of all, who was married and going through a divorce, or who is still married and contemplating a divorce. She has a sword there. So swords, again, are mental. So, but the overall theme for this particular choice, card number 1, is balance. If you see here, she's holding the scales. Justice is all about scales. Temperance can be about the scales too. It can be about balance as well. So there was some impatience here. There was some imbalance here. There was a huge imbalance here. Six of Pentacles, again, a card about give and take, a card about balance. It's Pentacles are more earthly energies. So just by looking at this, I can see that there was absolutely no balance in this relationship. One partner may have been giving more than the other partner. The emotions were all over the place. Somebody may have been kind of emotionally imbalanced. Somebody could have been emotionally unavailable. And there was a choice that needed to be made. And by looking at this Two of Wands card, I don't see that a choice has been made. If you see down here at his leg, he has one leg tied to one wand, and then on the other side, he has his hand tied to the other wand, and he's talking to a fucking blue jay. So all I'm saying is, somebody is contemplating right now. There needs to be balance in this relationship. And I think both of you, or at least one of you, is looking towards that balance. You're looking to find that balance. If you look here on his sleeve, he has the yin and yang symbol. So again, there's just an overall energy of balance. And with this first Oracle card, Free Yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. Even if we look at this unicorn, he's sitting in the center of a circular fence. He's balanced. He's chilling. He's, not trotting off somewhere. He's not, he could jump over that. He could step over that fence, but he's just not making things difficult right now. He's sitting in contemplation. probably just chilling out, knowing that he's not tied down, knowing that he's not connected to anything if he doesn't want to be. Like, he's not stuck is what I'm saying, is what I should have said. He's not stuck in any one place. So you need to free yourself from your own prison. You need to free yourself from your own ideas of what things should be like. This is, I mean, every single card here is asking you to balance yourself. If you're looking for your partner to balance themselves so that the relationship will be better, that's not it. Both of you all have to do the work. And even in this second oracle card, you're being shady. On the back of this card, it says, watch out, shit could get ugly. I'm just saying. Watch out, shit could get ugly. If you don't take the time out to balance your emotions, if you don't take the time out to give as much as you take, you cannot be the taker in any relationship and think things are going to be okay. You cannot take 100% of the time and think that you cannot take 50% of the time, all the time, and think that things are going to be okay. Relationships are not 50-50. Some days they're 20-80. Some days they're 70-30. Some days they're 10-90. Whatever this relation called for, you did not allow yourself to meet that level of expansion, right? You kept yourself stuck in your old paradigm, in your old ways of being, and you thought that that was cool. And these cards are saying that it's not cool. So is there a chance for you to be with your ex? Yes. But one of you guys or both of you all have to be balanced in this. Otherwise, free yourself, get your shit together, sit here alone, get your shit together, and watch out so shit doesn't get ugly. Deal with your own shit. Don't project your stuff onto somebody else. Don't think that your partner is supposed to fix themselves and that automatically fixes the relationship. You need to fix yourself so you can fix this relationship. And they need to fix their shit so they can fix the relationship. And only on balanced terms, only when yin and yang are equally yoked can you all come back together. So in this, if you get with an ex, or if you're even looking at a new relationship, if you're faced with a new relationship, or when you come across a new relationship, this is your lesson to balance yourself. It's a good read. I didn't mean to preach to y'all. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I love you. All right, card number 2. Card number 2, we have the Four of Wands. If you pick card number 2, we have the Four of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. A lot of passion. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And your first oracle card is to heal family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This is okay. So, you start off with the Four of Wands. So I see here that you guys started off blissful, happy, right? A lot of passion, a lot of stability. And in regards to if you have a chance with your ex, my answer is yes. Not only do you have a chance for a reconnection or recommitment, you have a chance at two things. I can see this Ace of Pentacles as two different things. Not only do you have a chance to reconnect and reclaim this stability, this reestablishing this relationship, but you also have a chance to reground this relationship and rebuild your foundation. The Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles are very earthly energies, right? This is a brand new opportunity. This is ground zero to rebuild your foundation upon something stable. I mean, if you're asking for a chance with an ex, I mean, you couldn't have any better cards than the Four of Wands, and I've not seen these cards prior to showing them to you all, and the Ace of Pentacles, because this is saying that there's something to build upon, right? Coupled with this Page of Wands, somebody wants to send a passionate message to the other. If you both don't, because both of you guys are appearing here, so it may be that you both are thinking of one another. You both are reminiscing upon these great times. You both are kind of wanting to re-emerge and rebuild this foundation, because I'm not sure there were a lot of outer things happening to you guys, more so than there were a lot of inner energies that were happening to you all and this relationship as a whole, because you have heal family issues here. So there may have been issues within your family that extend beyond your parents. Could be issues with aunts, uncles, grandparents. You could have lost somebody, or things from your childhood, because there's a kid in this. There's a kid in here. Well, there are two children in here, and then there's ancestors in here as well. So there can be some generational conditioning that's happening that has affected somebody in this relationship, or both of you all in this relationship. Remember, energy is interchangeable. So one thing I say about one can really mean for the other, especially if you're when you're dealing with a relationship. But there are many things that you need to embrace instead of running from, because the conditioning that you've picked up from viewing your own parents and their whatever type of relationship that they've had, and then their parents before them, and your aunts and your uncles and your cousins, and I mean, you can't trace back how far conditioning goes, but something along the lines of your family tree has affected you all, or both of you all, or one of you all in this relationship, and it needs to be embraced and it needs to be healed so that you guys can move forward. This is really beautiful. And your second oracle card has money signs on here, which is funny because before I turn it over and read it, it really goes hand in hand with this Ace of Pentacles. So this right here, before I turn it over and read it, because it could be some crazy stuff, but this right here is saying not only can you guys rebuild up on a more stable, firm foundation. Second thing, it can be an engagement. Ace of Pentacles to me can be an engagement. I see this card a lot, and I see engagement, I see rings. And you guys are really moving up that ladder too. But you guys have an opportunity to build some type of financial stability as well. So this is not only a passionate sensual connection or relationship. This has the potential to be much more than that, and you guys can really be stable in your finances. You can build a business together. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity that comes forth within the Ace of Pentacles. So on the back of this card, see what I'm saying? It says make it rain. Y'all better go on with your bad selves, and I'm not saying, definitely not saying by seeing these cards right here that you should reach out to your ex right now and say, hey, look, Sonia just did this pick a card reading and I picked choice number 2 and we gonna heal our family shit and then we gonna make it rain. That is not what I'm saying. Please listen to me. When you do the work, you will be moved to send this message or receive this message, and it will be a very passionate message. It could be a little immature in how it comes across, but it will be, I feel like it'll be very genuine because you guys have stability here. You really had something really good going, but there was just a lot of subconscious shit that you guys just didn't deal with, and you may not have even known that it was affecting you until you separated, or until you saw it projected, you saw yourself projecting it onto your mate, or you saw yourself in your mate projecting it back to you. So do the work, man. Heal these family issues, and send them love, because really the way to a partner is through yourself. It's not through them, it's through yourself. You can't control anything outside of you. So when you deal with your own stuff, the only thing you can, the universe must bring back that same energy, and you got to make it rain. That is really dope, y'all. Number 2. Number 3, if you picked the King of Cups here, we have the King of Cups, followed by the 3 of Pentacles. 2 cards fell out in this deck, so we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the 6 of Wands. A lot of passion. Y'all got a lot of passion tonight. I put this one down to the side. Ooh, then you have Deception. All right, so hear me out. Don't click off this video yet just because you saw that deception card and you freaking out and you like, I knew it. Hear me out, because I doubt this reading is going to go the way that I am going to take it. So the question is, do I have a chance with my ex? That is the question. Okay. So let's start off with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a Casanova. Remember that song? I know Casanova. Yes, the hell you are. So the King of Cups is a very loving energy. This guy is sitting on his throne. He's very handsome. He can probably just woo the hell out of you with his emotions, right? With his words, with his actions. He's just a romantic at heart. He's attractive and just a wooer, right? Like he's like, can you woo, woo, woo? And you like, woo, 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 can you woo, right? So like the King of Cups is a really good card. Like he's not afraid of his emotions at all in most decks. This particular reading, I sense that you all built something very beautiful together. It was something very beautiful. There was a lot of teamwork. There was a lot of camaraderie. There was a want, right? You wanted to understand one another. You wanted to build a firm foundation. You wanted everything that you guys touched to blossom beautifully for the both of you guys. You were in this thing together. I see that. You were definitely in this thing together. And it was successful. Right? Like people looked at you, they were inspired by your relationship. They loved to see you all in love. They were wanting what you all had. They wanted the mates that you all had. Like you guys were pretty much the bee's knees and everybody was around you guys woo woo wooing. Like y'all was like, can you woo woo woo? And the crowd be like, woo woo woo, can you woo? Right? And then the deeper you went, right? Because you started off in the shallow end, right? Like you're like, oh, this water is so great. Oh, I don't want to get my hair wet though. And then they're like, no, let's go off into the deep end. Okay, let's go on in, right? This dude is sitting on top of the ocean, y'all. The ocean, like we haven't even discovered half the ocean. We haven't even discovered 30% of the ocean. We have not discovered the ocean. Like we don't know the depths of the ocean. We don't know the depths of this King of Cups heart, his emotions, his feelings. We don't know them. And when you find someone that loves that deeply, and that passionately, because you have two wand cards here, and that passionately, it can be scary sometimes when everybody is looking at you and you're building all these great things and it seems everything that you touched is blessed and you guys are just happy and people probably think y'all never fought and people probably think like everything about your relationship was just going so great and that's why they wanted it. But they didn't see all the work that you had to put into it. They didn't see you behind closed doors and you all didn't see each other behind your skin, behind your flesh. You couldn't see into one another's souls. And one of you, not so much that one of you all was deceiving the other in regards to lies. These feelings are real. This is real. You got the King of Cups here. He wasn't lying about the love. So if that was your question coming into this, and that's what you thought this deception card was going to talk about, nah, he loved you. Or she loved you, whichever way this goes for you. They loved you. Your person loved you. They loved you deeply. They loved you so much, it scared the shit out of them. They had a mask on because they have been hurt before. Maybe both of you all have been hurt before. Somebody or both of you all were hurt so much. You put on a mask. The bottom of this card says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This isn't about lies. Deception can come in many forms. They didn't want to let you down, but they wanted to experience you so much. They were like, okay, I'll put this mask on. But they built a prison around it. And they didn't know how to take it off. They didn't know how to process the depths of their feelings. They didn't know. Maybe, they were really good at building cathedrals, right? Maybe they were very good at building these large structures. But when it came time to build a doghouse, they fumbled. I've seen this. I'm using that reference because I've seen this. Like, I work with people in construction. There are people out there who can build these great structures. When you ask them to build something small, they fumble. When you ask someone to come in and build this great love, it can be overwhelming. When everyone is looking up to you and wanting what you have, it can be overwhelming. You don't know what has happened in their past to have made them put on this mask. And that's not for any of us to judge. The only thing that you can do, and what I see has been done, is that you did your best to love them through this, but it is not your job to get them to remove this mask. It is not your job to get them to come out of this prison. It's not. You can't. I'm sure you tried, or the other person tried with you. You can't do it. You can't. It's not your job. Only they can do it. So give them the space to do that. Send them love. Right now, this is where they are. The only thing that you can do is, you've obviously removed yourself, because this question is, do I have a chance with my ex? The only thing that you can do is work on you. If through your own experience and through filling your own cup, you find that you've been led back to them, great. If you find that they've removed that mask, great. If you are even, because sometimes when they remove the mask, it can start scaring the shit out of us, because now they got to be vulnerable and stuff, and they're telling us all their feelings and things. And then that can be difficult for us to see somebody without their mask. You may not love this person without that mask. You may not even want to reconnect or reunite with this person without that mask. That's what they're afraid of. We don't know what's behind the mask. But if you believe in this that much, that you want another chance with this, I'm not seeing no. I'm hearing do the work. Do your own inner work. Do your work, not their work, not y'all's work. Do your work. And then if that brings you all back together, I salute you, man. But if it doesn't, be okay with that as well. I mean, it's win-win for you. You either get to be filled up and have your lover, or you get to be filled up and just going through this world glowing. You have no choice either way but to attract something as great as you are. So this second oracle card says, stop talking. You don't have any sword cards here, so let's see what they're talking about. Shut your mouth and listen. Okay. So if you hear back from this person, just be quiet. Just let them talk. Let them talk. Let them share their feelings with you. Let them, if this mask is off, shut your mouth and listen. Just let them tell you what they've been through. Let them tell you why they lock themselves up in this self-image. This lady can walk out of these wands at any given moment. She looks like an old rabid dog. Like, she is frightened. She is scared to death. If they step out of that and happen to remove this mask, remember what you all built this on. You had to have built it on a firm foundation. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at how many people wanted what you have. Look at how many people praised you all. It had to have been built on a firm foundation. And because of that, just listen. Just listen. If they come back and they want to talk, just listen. Just listen. All right. And if the roles are reversed and, you have an opportunity to talk and they don't want to talk, just allow them to be quiet and listen. Maybe that listening is so healing, man. And we listen to respond. We don't listen to listen reverently, and we should. There's so much healing power in listening. A lot of times we want them to express things and tell us how they feel and, all this stuff. But maybe for them, there's healing power in just listening to you. They've got to feel safe, and maybe that's where they feel safest. So allow that. All right. So I don't have a definite answer for you. It could go either way, but either way, it's a beautiful, beautiful journey. So that was Pick a Card for tonight, guys. Thanks so much for checking it out. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to it. Also, I just dropped another video a little bit earlier. It's me rambling about twin flames. You may have heard about twin flames. They're very much so separate from soulmates. So check that video out as well. And if you like that, hit the like button on that one as well. And if you need to contact me or anything like that, all of my information is in the description box, and leave a comment below and let's talk about it. Have a good night, guys. Thanks. Bye.